We are going to be zooming into Greek Golden Visa. It is quite different in nature from other Golden Visa programs available in Europe, primarily because it does focus on the real estate ownership. Greek Golden Visa, who does that appeal to? Typically an investor who prioritizes real estate ownership, zero minimum stay, and is not aspiring to holding the European citizenship per se. Residency and someone who does not prioritize getting the second citizenship. So that is like frequent travelers, business investors. The passport, however, is an option. It's a little more complicated or more complex comparing to the Portuguese Golden Visa program. So diving into more the investment side of the things, on the Greek Golden Visa, it's a tier-based investment. So for the most popular, most known areas, that would be 800K. Those are Athens, Mykonos, Santorini. 400K for less populated regions, and the lowest tier would be 250K, which is a commercial real estate being converted into residential. And this is the lowest entry point throughout Europe into the real estate program that allows you EU residency. In order to renew this permit, each permit will be issued for 5 years. You would have to either own the same property or something of an equivalent, but each 5 year you will have to prove that you still own something to continue participating. In terms of the residency, so this is more the requirements. It's a zero minimum stay requirement, so you don't have to spend a week, a year, none of that. The only thing that is needed is one entry per duration or validity of each permit. So one entry to maybe check out the property, maybe look for another one in those 5 years. So that's all that is needed. The perks, of course, as I mentioned, is the Schengen travel access. So you can just, enclose your permit next to your passport when you're going through the customs, when you're entering EU zone and travel freely. Unfortunately, the Greek program does not give the right to work. It's only a residence permit. So establishing a business or getting full-time employment with this particular permit is not a viable option. It does have a perk of unlimited renewal. So every 5 years, for as long as you want to or wish to participate, you can just proceed and do so. In terms of the citizenship, citizenship is available technically. So after completing 7 years of continuously holding this permit, you can apply for it. However, and this is the massive however, for a lot of people, that you need to spend 6 years and 2 months within that time frame in order to be eligible for the citizenship application. So if citizenship is the key, you would have to be very mindful of the amount of time you spend in Greece. Next to it, the B1 level Greek language test and cultural test. So the level is slightly higher than an average EU level required for the citizen naturalization. In terms of the participants, you can include obviously the spouse and children under 21. There is a certain category between 20 and 24, but there is it's a case by case. It has to be reviewed, so ideally someone under 21. Alternatively, someone who has aged out of the program would need their own property, meaning the base for participation. The property transfer strategy is available for those candidates whose children will age throughout the program. So they reach the age of, let's say 22, and there is no cap on the age for the parents. So actually the property transfer, the main applicant becomes the child. And both parents of I'm assuming this for the main applicant and the spouse are eligible for participation.
Thank you, Nikita. Okay, so Nikita's talked about the Golden Visa itself, but in this webinar, we also want to introduce a little bit of the investment. One of the main, investment route for the Greek Golden Visa is property, and it starts from the 250K. So here we have listed 12 to 50K properties or development that's eligible for the golden visa. So one of the point you need to note is the 250 needs to be has to have some criteria, and one of the criteria is restoration or converting from commercial to residence. Today, I think I would just focus on a few, but obviously you're welcome to schedule a call with us and we could discuss more and give you more information. Piraeus Residence. The one of the highlight point, it's a very big development. It's one of the biggest development in the Greek market for this 250 investment. It has like over 400 total units. And it also gives a guaranteed yield of 3% for 10 years. And the delivery, it's a year away. So for 10 years, you don't need to do your own management. You don't need to, because they also do pay for a lot of cost. And it's in one of the very biggest part in Greece, the Piraeus, and it has studio to 2-bed. So this is a standalone individual deed that you can use, and the investment is a branded mixed use. So it has residential, it also have hotel graded as well. So you can buy from the property and to have like hotel management for your property. And yeah, it says that the property tax and insurance is also covered by the developer. So it's fully furnished. And so it's one of the lowest entry costs for the Greek Golden Visa and without any hands-on liability. And here's some of the pictures. This is the location. It's very close to the Athens city center and the international airport. It's one of the major regeneration area right now in nearby Athens. So it's going to be quite a good investment because as historically, there's 4 to 7% per year, the capital appreciation. And the second is the Serenity Residence. It's a service apartment with a 4% guaranteed return for 6 years. So it has a high return, but a lower and like a lower length of guarantee return. And it's also going to be delivered next year as well. So this is a smaller development with only 32 available units. It's very similar to the Piraeus where it's fully managed and it's fully furnished as well. And it has a lot of the different amenities like pools and cinema. They're also in the same area. So that is the Piraeus port. Similar because as I just mentioned, it's very concentrated. A lot of the 250 property or development is going to be in this area because it is the area with the largest regeneration project. One of the last development we want to highlight is the Boulevard Residence. It is in the Athens city, and it's right between the Athens Center and the Riviera, and it gives a 3% guarantee yield for 4 years. And this one, it's more closer to the city center, has the flexibility, the owner using it themselves. So it's the first two, it's mainly for a rental, turnkey projects for rental, and this one is for you can rent it or you can use it for yourself. Here are some of the pictures, the rendering, and it's very close by to the city center. So if investors want to have a small base in Greece in nearby with the Golden Visa investment, this could be a very good choice as well. Other than these three, we do have other developments. Some are actually going to be delivered this year. So those have a limited supply, like a few units left. But if investors are interested, we can also send you the information. So program overview with Greece and other similar Golden Visa programs that are like residency by investment. What stands out for Greece is, first of all, it's EU, Second of all, it's real estate investment, as you see from um, the other four EU country. All the other three, they don't offer the real estate investment. So if someone who wants to get the EU residency with a real estate investment, Greece is one of the top choice. And but then of course you have to hold it always for you to renew, and the processing time it's not too long. It's about 6 to 9 months, and citizenship it's 7 years, as Nikita said, and there's no minimum stay. You can book a free consultation with us, and you can go to the website for our contact form. A lot of the informations are on our website, but for sure you can schedule a call with us or email us so we can get in touch with
We
you.
can share. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just please get in touch there.